Hello everyone, it's Jessica and I'm back with another scrapbook process video for you for the Peartree Cutfiles design team. And today I'm showing you my November layout for the Puddles were made for jumping cut file. And this is just such a cute cut file that Marie created from the November 2021 release. And I am actually going to put a bunch of photos inside all of these letters. I absolutely love doing this. I try to utilize letters like this for photos as much as I possibly can. So I'm just showing you how I actually cut them out. Using the initial letter, I basically just put the photo behind where I want it to be, and then I pop the letter on top of it, and then I kind of pull all of that out together and cut around it. I just leave a little border on it so I have some room to glue it onto the outline. So I'm just keeping this in this video just to show you how I back this by hand, because a lot of times whenever I back cut files, I actually make my Cricut do all the work for me. So this is how I manually back my cut file with photos. So I'm just going to show you how I do a couple more here. This is my other D letter. These are actually photos of my son jumping in this big puddle at the beach area where he was playing, and we were attending a picnic that day, so both my kids were just having a blast in the water, even though it was kind of chilly out, but they didn't seem to mind. They were still playing in that water and having a good time. So I'm just going to continue backing these. I have a couple more photos. I'm going to put 3 on the top in the puddles, and then I'm going to put 2 in the bottom, which is actually kind of only one photo, but I use both parts because I didn't want to throw away my other son. I wanted to keep him there and keep it as though my older son was kind of looking at him in that last photo. So it just works out perfectly. And I just pop them all in there, and then I'm just using my Creative Memories glue pen to actually adhere them down. So I'm going to fast forward this a little bit because you don't need to watch me sticking down every single piece of it, so we'll fast forward this for you. So there's my cut file, and it's backed with my little pictures in it. And then to finish this off, I'm going to be doing some stamping around the edges on the top and the bottom, and then I'm also going to be using Vicki Boutin Fernwood collection to do all the embellishments for this layout. So I just put my foam pad underneath there just to pop this up and give me a nice stamping station here. And then I'm using some black StazOn ink just to start off with this bubble stamp. This is just a random stamp. I got it from Wish, and I have no idea what it's called, but I absolutely love it. I use it quite often. And I am just going to kind of round those corners just a little bit because I thought it looked a little bit harsh just leaving them straight. So I'm just going to round them a little bit on the corners there. And then I'm going to be using some Tim Holtz Distress inks as well. And I have quite a few of them laid out, but I end up not using all of them. I'm actually only going to be using, I think, 4 colors. So I'm going to start with the pine needles. That's the green one. And then I'm also going to be using abandoned coral, scattered straw, and chipped sapphire in the end. And I'll link all those below for you too, so you don't have to worry about remembering them. But just doing some random stamping with just a bunch of stamps from my stash. Some of them are from Wish, some are from Stampin' Up. They're just some random ones, some grungy stamps, some that look like bubbles, just kind of whatever I can find to just grunge this up a little bit and look like bubbles and splatters. And you could also actually use, there's a stencil in the Peartree shop right now. I think it's called paint splats or paint splatters, but it would have looked really cool behind this cut file. But I've been using it so much lately, I opted out of using it for this particular layout. But that would have been a good one to use to look kind of like mud or that water splashing. So this is the Scattered Straw Distress ink. That's the yellow color that you see coming in now. And that's pretty much going to finish up most of the stamping. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of chipped sapphire with one final stamp here in the end. I am just going to pop some music in here, but before I do, I will tell you to keep watching and keep an eye out for my little one's hands. They come into the video a little bit later, so he was having a blast helping Mommy with this layout. So be sure to watch for that because it is super adorable. So here is my finished layout. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and please subscribe to be notified of future videos that I post. And you can join in on all of our fun challenges and see more inspiration on our Peartree Cutfiles Facebook group. Thank you so much for watching.